This is one of my favorite moments in all of video games. I've actually only played it once before, and that was in 2001 when I first played this game. This is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Just a warning, there's going to be spoilers in case you're ever planning on playing this game and you haven't played it before. Oh, I forgot you had to... Is there a puzzle here I have to do? Okay, well, once I get to the incredible moment, Okay, this is my favorite part in this whole game, and one of my favorite moments in all of video games. It is just amazing. Oh, it's so good. The main thing that makes this part so cool is that everything is frozen in time. You're underwater and it's black and white. Look at this. It's so weird. It's so mysterious. Oh my God, that's so cool. It's got that sense of scary mystery and you don't know what's going on. Okay, you've come just in time. Come here. But like, look, everything is frozen in time.
Huh. Oh, the color's back.
Okay, well that's it basically. It's just that you go down into the castle, it's like this frozen land, and then you pull out the sword and everything reanimates.
It's very cool.
That is awesome. You know, I actually like Better Call Saul better than Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is good, but it's so dark, and you feel kind of like exhausted after you finish watching it. Better Call Saul is just like a story of humanity. It's really good. Before I go to the studio, I'm making a quick stop at Best Buy for a secret. Thank you, Dad. Everybody else, you'll get to see what it is in a few minutes. A few minutes in vlog time, a few hours in real time. So let's talk about my favorite video game podcast. Number 4, Nintendo Voice Chat. My favorite part about them is that they stick to exactly the topic. They talk about Nintendo games, news, very entertaining, no fluff. It's awesome. Number 3, the 84 Play Podcast. They're based out of Japan. It's about games, Japan and Japanese games, and I used to listen to them a lot more than I do now. They talk a little bit too much about other stuff, which is a typical podcast problem, but it's a good show. Number 2, Yes, I Love You XOXO with Colin and Greg. This is a PlayStation-centric podcast, so if you don't like PlayStation, it's not that great, but the two guys on there are awesome, informative, funny, great to listen to. My all-around favorite is the Giant Bombcast. For one thing, they're hilarious. But another thing is that their discussions of games are very in-depth, and they talk about the things that I like them to talk about. I don't really care about what the game is, I care about what people think about the game. So like when people spend too much time explaining just like I'm doing right now. Giant Bombcast, number 1. I found a quarter on the ground. Okay, well, I was gonna unbox it later, but my dad got me something, and it's too much fun to not unbox right now, so let's do it. So, my dad likes to spoil his kids, and he sends me a text last night and goes, Best Buy has iPads on sale for $100 off. Do you want one? And I was like, I'm not sure how much use I would get out of it, but it's kind of tempting. And then next thing I know, he sends me a text message with an order pickup from Best Buy and says you can go pick it up tomorrow. Oh wow, these are really cool, man. Very cool. Thank you, Dad. Yo, look at the size of this car. This car is a bus. Let's stop at the library and get a movie. I don't think I've really talked about it before, but the library is like one of my favorite places on earth. It has all the movies and books and music that you could listen to in 85 lifetimes, and it's all free. If you're not using your library already, go use it. It's amazing. The library is the one loophole in capitalism that I don't know how they haven't filled up yet. So I don't want to be too loud about it because the capitalists might come and seal it up somehow and make us pay for it. I mean, I know taxes are paying for it, but you know what I mean. I went a little crazy. I got some movies that I've seen and some that I haven't. Gravity, Gatsby, Goonies, Gattaca, Austin Powers, The Last Starfighter, Total Recall, Princess Mononoke, Space Dandy, Porco Rosso. Will I be able to watch all of those in 1 week? Absolutely not.
The only thing we can do is to delay the launch.
You wanna watch some movies?
Holy crap.
This is pretty awesome, man.
This is really cool.
We used to have my brother's old iPad, the very first iPad. The screen has improved significantly since.
Ready?
He's the happiest kid. He's got his little star pants on.
He's starting to look different from Everett.
Oh yeah.
A lot different.
I am fermenting some millet to make porridge to see if it's more digestible. So here it is.
Whoa. Whoa, that is fermenting. Are you sure you should be sticking your finger in there?
Probably not. It's reasonably clean.
Our boogers.
Hey, I don't do that. No, wait.
There is not a human being on the earth who does not pick their nose.
Let me rephrase that. I haven't done it today.
It's 1:15. I was just about to grab it.
So let's go over these movies real quick before I go to bed. Actually, let's separate these between ones I've seen and have not seen. Princess Mononoke and Porco Rosso, I've seen both of those. Kind of just want to skim through them, listen to some of the music, watch some of the cool scenes. Austin Powers, I've seen this movie more than I've seen any other movie in my life. Still got some of the most brilliant writing I've ever seen. I didn't like the sequels that much. Gattaca, amazing, inspiring movie. If you have not seen this, don't ask questions, just go see it. Total Recall, dumb Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, just like all of them. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. They are just the epitome of stupid, but the epitome of awesome. Put these two together. Goonies and The Last Starfighter. These are both movies that, as a kid growing up, other kids, they would talk about these movies, and I think my brother watched this movie all the time. And I've seen parts of this movie, so I just feel like I owe it to myself to finally watch these as a sentient creature. Space Dandy. This is an anime by the same guy who did Cowboy Bebop. If it's anything like Cowboy Bebop, then I will enjoy it. I don't know if it will be though. The Great Gatsby and Gravity. Hideo Kojima said this was a great movie. I trust his opinion. There's just one thing I want to see from this movie, which is this scene right here.
I'm Gatsby.
I have to return these all in a week. I definitely won't be finishing them, but I figured let's aim for the stars, man. I was talking to my friend and she said that this movie is great. So we're gonna start with The Goonies. It's a dark opening for a kid's movie. That explains it. This is kind of funny. I stored all my video games above me. So you could actually say that I sleep with my video games. That's next level nerddom, son. Good night. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
I'm going to place him in an easily escapable situation involving an overly elaborate and exotic death.